Hi guys, it's Kurt from Wersi Club USA. Yesterday we talked briefly about setting a split point, and we didn't go into much detail because quite honestly we were not getting the split points to work the way that we expected. One of our friends on the Wersi Club site responded back with some additional steps that we were not aware of. So what we want to do here is share that extra information so that everyone can understand setting up multiple split points, or we're going to call them play areas. So once again, we're going to focus on the same old screen over and over, but you notice in the upper keyboard we have 3 sounds selected: strings, vibes, and a saxophone. And notice they're all set up currently to play from C1 to C6, which is the whole upper keyboard. Again, this is a 61 note keyboard on this particular instrument. Okay, so let's start by setting the play area for strings 1. So we're going to double tap it. We're going to touch the keyboard icon, and we're going to start at the top of the keyboard and just drag ourselves down to right there. So what this says is that for voice number 1, sound number 1 on the upper keyboard, it can play from C1 to C2. All right, so now let's go ahead and split, or I should say, set up a playing area for the vibes. This time we're going to double tap. We're going to hit the keyboard again, icon again. This time we're going to start from the lower part of the keyboard and drag up to D. And then from the top, we're going to drag down to, well, let's go to here. So the white area is where that particular instrument can play, which is notes D2 to C4. Let's do our last sound in this particular setup, the saxophone. Same thing, we're going to touch it. We're going to touch the keyboard icon again. We're going to drag from the bottom up to the C sharp. So now the third instrument can play from C sharp 4 to C6. While you're on this screen, notice you've got an octave button. So you can go up and down what octave the instrument plays in. So based on where we have set up the playing area, again, C1 to C2 for strings, D2 to C4 for vibes, C sharp 4 to C6 for the sax, notice we've gone in and adjusted the octave. So the strings are actually going to play an octave higher. So even though I'm playing on C1 to C2 on the keyboard, what you're going to hear is C2 to C3 for the string sound. And on vibes, if we double tap, we left it in the normal range that that instrument normally plays in. And on sax, we've actually reduced it in octave. Same thing, because we would be playing up very high on the keyboard, and the sax would be out of its normal playing range. So we've dropped that down an octave. So if we just go up the keyboard here, what you'll hear is 3 different sounds coming in based on where we're playing on the keyboard. And there you have it, how to set up play areas or multiple split points on a keyboard. And again, you can do that on upper and lower, and you can actually overlap the sounds. I didn't show that in this example, but that would be simply where you again set those those play areas to be, so that I could have vibes and sax both playing in the same octave, overlapping each other if you wanted to. So you can mix and match and come up with some very interesting sounds by taking advantage of the play areas. Thanks for watching.